Hello everyone, this is Julian from the Binary Lab. I'm going to do a quick analysis of Bitcoin and give you guys some ideas of what to expect. As we can see on a 15 minutes chart, there's already some positive movement, and we can see that a bottom is somewhat found. There's divergence here. Divergence is basically when we have a higher low on the RSI or the stochastics, and which is opposite to that of what's seen on the chart. So this is going down, this is going up, and we actually see something going up over here. So that's something significant. Now we're going to go up the time frames to the H1, and we're seeing a bit of the same thing as well. No doubt this is a higher low than the previous one, but it is still relatively even higher than here, so therefore there's also divergence, and divergence is actually one of the strongest indicators. So our bottom side is actually the 71.82, and our immediate upside I'm going to let you know in a bit when I go up to the H4 and H1. So this is the H4. We're still looking at divergence patterns here as well. Look at this higher low over there, which is a really good sign. And the fact that it has gone above the oversold line is also good. And now we're going to go to the the daily chart. Okay, so the daily chart, now this is where we are seeing like a triangle consolidation over here. So in case you can't see it, is these ones. And by the way, this is the pocket option platform which I use for binary options trading. This is actually currently the main broker that we use in my lessons and for all my copy trading that I do with the people in my binary lab. And if you wish to get this platform for your own chart analysis, or you just want to tinker around with trading, there's a link down in the video description you can check out. It's thebinarylab.net/popopt. But in the meantime, just looking at this little consolidation over here, one thing I often do with consolidation is that I like to count the number of candles that are green versus the candles that are red. So if we count off the greens versus the red, we're actually looking at a fairly even number. So if I want to count based on this candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we have 8 greens, and what about reds? Counting from this point onward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 versus 8, very, very close. It's anybody's game. And also, if we look in terms of triangle setup, usually in triangle setup we have like 5 points. Okay, 5 points before a breakout. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, if we exclude this little whiplash over here, we have 5 points over here. And with that, very often the movement can happen on the fifth swing. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3. With the fifth point, it just continues on. So that's why today's candle is very significant. If it's going to drop this way, if it's going to go up this way, but either way, okay, like today is a deciding one, and I'm not actually able to tell you right away what's going to happen, but I can just tell you possibilities. So if we look at a breakout to the downside, well, we don't immediately see any downside, but like the most immediate one would be here, 65.93. That's the most immediate one. Beneath that, 5,300. But the way that the market looks, it seems that a lot of people are actually more bullish about Bitcoin. And if we're looking at the upside, okay, we're looking at first a break of 7,900, and then we're looking at somewhere in the mid channel, which is top channel is going to be about 9,400, and we don't really know if it's going to break through that, but I think there'll definitely be sell-off at this region. So that's a most immediate target. But let's go down the time frames to a lower time frame to see things a little bit more clearly. Okay, so basically this candle right now, this H4 candle is starting green, and by the looks of it, it's going to finish green as well. And if so, our immediate area of challenge is going to be probably the mid zone of this, or 75-ish. And then if it does get beyond that, we're looking for a stretch of the bands to challenge around this high, 78, close to 7,900. And then we have range over here. You see 8,100 zone, and only above that, that's where you can look at it, like going past to the 9,000 and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the kind of price levels that we're looking at right now. I mean, my personal bias is bullish, but then again, it's really all about what happens like today. Today is a D-Day. It's significant. At the same time, There is some election news going on in the UK, and that could actually be a catalyst as well. That's happening on, what's that? Tomorrow. Happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday. Just received the update just now. So that's something that we wanna actually, yeah, it's Friday. Uh, okay, so the polls is taking place on, hang on. Okay, so it's happening tomorrow, and the results will be out on Friday. So that could be a catalyst, and you can expect, perhaps some risk avoidance, so to speak, into this, and hopefully that could be a catalyst for it to go up. But nonetheless, like today itself is a significant day. It's significant from the H4 right through to the day one. So I will just stay tuned, and I always mention to people, if in doubt, just stay put. Okay, but like, let's say if you feel that it's reasonable to, if you're in a long-term positive, you can actually do like some dollar cost averaging. If you really feel as though you don't want to miss out, then just invest some today, and then wait for what happens after today, how today's daily bar will close, and tomorrow to decide again, how you want to be investing. Like do some like graduated investments, dollar cost averaging. That's going to help you out in the long term, regardless of whether the markets go up or down.